Hi, and welcome back to ENTP Life. Today's video is one of those videos that's just me kind of talking off the top of my head. It's not a scripted post, and it's just to give you guys a little more insight into who I am and how I think and how I function. Most of my other videos are planned in advance. Some of them I'm working off of a script or even a framework of what I plan on talking about. But sometimes I like to be organic and just share what it is that is in my mind and in my heart. Here on ENTP Life, we mostly talk about real estate, business, and some of my other interests. And today, I just really want to give you some insight into how my mind works and what it is that I'm trying to achieve in life overall. Now, if this is the type of content that you find interesting, real estate, business, and the things that I'm talking about, or if you're an ENTP personality type yourself, and you kind of need guidance and trying to figure yourself out, I really suggest that you subscribe to this channel. Now, before I figured out that I was an ENTP personality type, I really just thought that I was a highly unfocused, disorganized person. And those things may be true, but I was just kind of like, what's going on with me? Why do I lose interest in businesses that are making money to start a business that fails? And that was kind of the pattern of my life. But when I took the personality test, I realized that that's just who I was. And I needed to focus more on my strengths, which are innovation, creativity, solving problems, and focus on organizing a team around me that could help me out with my weaknesses, like consistency and organization. Learning my personality type had such an impact on me, I decided to form this channel so I could provide some guidance to other young ENTPs out there, or even grown-up ENTPs, on how to maneuver through life and use your natural talents to get you further and further ahead. At the same time, I have so many interests that I also like to build a community of people who share my ideologies for life and share my interest in things like aviation or my interest in sailing or just travel overall. When looking through my channel, it seems a little unfocused, right? Some days I'm talking about real estate, other days I'm talking about aviation, then I'm talking about real estate in Italy, and I noticed that a lot of my subscribers are kind of buying into different aspects of it. For example, I have a large group of nurses who are following my channel because they're interested in starting nursing agencies or home healthcare agencies. And because of that, my real estate videos don't do that well with that population, or those videos will do that well with my people who are following me because of my Italian project. And you know what? Sometimes I think about, well, how do I get the most engagement and how do I get the most out of the people who are viewing my channel? And the reality is, if I start to kind of shape the content to my subscriber base, I'm not going to be true to myself as an ENTP, and I'm going to fall into that pattern of losing interest and moving on. So when you see my channel and I'm doing things that kind of are all over the place, that's who I really am, and I want that to come through properly. The minute that you see me kind of niching down to just one topic, it's going to mean one of two things. Either I'm super focused on that one thing for that period of time, it might be 3 months or 6 months, and then I'll move on, or I'm selling out. And if you see me selling out, please do your best. Reach out to me in the comment section below and say, hey Carl, are you falling into this rut where you're trying to be a people pleaser, right? That's one of the things that I do, and honestly, it's something that I'm trying to program out of myself. So if you see me falling into that routine where I'm trying to do too much of a single type of content, call me out on it, right? And I'll definitely appreciate you for that. I'm not going to give you too much pushback because I know that deep down, that's not what I want. That's not who I want to be, right? I don't want to be out there chasing likes and chasing the appreciation of the public, because that's going to make me less true to myself. Now, at this point in time, one of the things that I'm kind of battling with is how much longer do I stay in the corporate world? And by corporate world, I mean forming businesses that are meant to kind of grow in your typical capitalist framework, right? And the current business that I'm working on, AidBook, is a startup that is tech focused, and it's a tech-enabled home healthcare service, and we're looking to approach it like your typical startup. Go out there, prove a concept, raise money, grow a fantastic business, sell it, or have a public offering. But to be honest with you, that's not where my heart is, right? That's what I'm good at, that's what I know and what I understand, and it's really just for me to kind of complete a certain arc in my life. But I'm already, inside beyond that point of having success in business. I've already found success on multiple levels, and I know that I make enough money to, retire now and live a very comfortable life. But I feel like I still need to do that one thing, which is take a startup from concept all the way to a major exit. Because, you know what? It makes a lot of money, number one. And the other thing that it does is that it satisfies my ego as something that I've officially completed. I had another startup called Melimoda and StyleScan. And if you search YouTube, you could kind of see what that was all about. It was really a cool idea. It was an app where you could scan a barcode and be able to search that product by brand, category, and color, and also get styling ideas around that barcode. We never raised money, and we essentially let that platform die. From that point, I've always thought, what if we didn't quit? What if we just kept it going? Where would we be today? And I personally hate living with regrets, and I know that it's something that I can execute on. So this current operation that I'm building out is really to satisfy that portion of my life. And once I do that, I'm gonna move on to what really matters to me the most. What matters to me the most is seeing the entire world and interacting with as many people as possible. What I plan on doing is building 12 properties in 12 different cities throughout the world. That way, I'm able to live in any one of those properties at any given month that I choose to be there. For example, imagine having a home in Brazil and every year traveling to Brazil only for Carnival. That way I'm able to enjoy the highlight of that particular country and that particular city during the time of the year that it's most exciting to be there. I want to be able to have that experience every single month of my life. So I want to build out these 12 properties so I can do exactly that. I also have this dream of having kind of like boutique hotels or even bed and breakfasts where I'm able to kind of create an environment that I would appreciate. The food that I would want, small quaint restaurants, and kind of having like this chain of these kind of Carl-like places. So for the rest of my life, I'm building towards that goal. And who knows, it may well exceed 12 properties. I anticipate that it will, but I want to be able to do that. Go wherever I want, when I want, have a place that I could call home, and all those places also making me money. Additionally, I really take pride in how I teach my children. I only have one now, but when I have more, I want them to be able to see the kind of world that I've developed for myself and know that they can create whatever it is that they want out of their world. I want them to be exposed to different people, different cultures, different religions, different languages, so they don't grow up with this backwards mentality that we have here in the United States, where everything is classified by race or by religion or by political belief, because I don't subscribe to any of that. And personally, I would feel like a failure as a parent if my kids grew up with some sort of bias or bigotry in their hearts. So one way for me to guarantee that that won't happen is to expose them to as many people as possible, expose them to as many concepts as possible, so that they can conclude based on their experiences and not what the machine is telling them. So when you see me building out this channel, understand that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm building out my life for everybody to watch, giving you guys advice on how you can do the same, depending on what it is that you're interested in. I can't expect everybody to go out there and be interested in flipping real estate, nor can I expect them to take interest in investing or buying, Euro homes in Italy. But for the people who are interested in that sort of thing or in that industry group that I'm presenting here, I want them to be able to have a valuable source of information, some tutorials on how to achieve this dream, so that they can get out of their routines and start pursuing their dreams holistically. I feel like for a big piece of my life, I was kind of living the American dream in a way, right? Going to college, being successful, buying a home, and really becoming the ultimate consumer employee or consumer and participant in capitalism, which wasn't quite me. Yes, I love making money, but the reason why I pursue money so narrowly is because I know that money powers really what matters to me, which is seeing the world in entirety. So for me, I want you guys who are watching this to get inspired by at least one of the things that I'm doing and know that you have a reliable source that's going to give you factual information and show you exactly how you can execute on that dream. Thank you for joining me again here on ENTP Life. I hope that gave you a better idea of who I am, why I'm doing this, and why my content is kind of all over the place. Not even sure what I'm going to title this video, besides it being another one of my storytime editions, but definitely that's what I wanted to achieve here. If I did, let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see more of these videos, also let me know in the comment section. Make sure you like this video and share it with anybody who you think could benefit from the message. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next one.